Sure.
So, hello Divya, you have your I am Code Code interview on 8th of March?
Yes, on 8th of March.
All right. So, I hope you've done your preparation. So let's begin a mock PI to gauge your preparation levels. To begin with, Divya, why don't you quickly introduce yourself in a couple of minutes?
Sure. So I belong to the city of Ranchi, and I have completed my graduation from Birla Institute of Technology, Mesra. And so while I was in the college, apart from my academic interests, I was involved in activities ranging from being a part of an all-terrain vehicle manufacturing club in the management division to being part of a national service scheme club. And working in such roles, I realized that I had an interest working with people, working in teams where I was supposed to interact with different vendors and to seek sponsorship to kind of present the product that is the our product. And then so working in such roles, I was intrigued towards these roles. And so in the final semester of my engineering, I took up a marketing internship in a firm called InMobi, where I worked for different brands in order to maximize the market outreach, personalized for each brands. Apart from such campaigns, I was also exposed to a large amount of data for the first time, where I also got an exposure dealing data at that during that internship, which then led me to pursue the role of a business analyst at EXL Services, where I currently work as an assistant manager. So my work basically involves the campaign validation of the potential customers of the client in order to target them effectively for the bank marketing campaigns. And I come from, as I said, I come from Ranchi, and my parents, I have an elder sister. My parents are involved in family business, and yeah, that's all about it.
All right, Divya. Got it. So you mentioned about your internship at InMobi, where you mentioned that you have done some outreach campaigns for some brands. Can you tell me what brands have you done the outreach campaign for?
Yes, so one of the campaign which I was a part of was with the brand Kellogg, wherein the firm was helping out the brand in order to reach their target customers. So the campaign went something like designing a campaign for targeting young mothers in order to help them realize the importance of having healthy breakfast. And the campaign was named Break the Habit, wherein the firm helped the brand in order to create a very interactive kind of media through which the young mothers was first of all targeted on the potential apps. And so with the help of this campaign, the engagement, like it was 2.5x the industry standards. And I was a part of this campaign particularly. Okay. And apart from that, I was a part of newsletter campaigns in which
the question is what brands? You mentioned Kellogg's. What other brands?
So one was Kellogg, and the other was for the loan called Dhani, in which again a campaign was designed in order to help the loan reach more and more customers. And apart from it was a 6-month long internship, so I was assisting on these campaigns, and apart from that, I was also a part of the newsletter campaign.
Okay. All right. So you have seen and you have worked on outreach program. For example, let's say you have to design an outreach campaign for post CAT preparation. Okay, the team that we are, the platform that we are to help students convert their B school calls. So you have to design an outreach program for post CAT preparation. How will you go about it?
So the first step would be targeting. And for that, I would target the websites and the apps specially made for CAT preparation, where the engagement of students appearing for CAT and preparing for CAT would be the most. And this.
So what are those apps? What are those apps?
So those apps are the famous institutes which help students appear, like prepare for CAT, like IMS, B Factory.
But why will IMS allow you to do a campaign with, because obviously IMS is also into post-CAT preparation. So IMS is also helping students prepare for, the GDPI in their own way, whatever the curriculum is. Why will IMS allow you to, ride on their platform and do your own outreach program?
Okay. Yeah, that is true. So actually what I actually meant was to kind of present the ads on such websites and platforms which have candidates who would be appearing and would be interested in CAT, because that way they would be more interested in such courses.
So what are the websites? Therefore, I'm asking you. You have been a CAT. You've prepared for CAT also. You are someone who has been, part of, some of those websites. So you will have the information. Therefore, I'm asking you. You tell me, how will you? What are the websites?
So we can also reach them. Today, the best way to reach them is also through social media. Okay. And there are many groups, and also these days offline coaching institutes are not that much in are not that popular as compared to the online ones post the pandemic. So those coaching institutes mostly are the new ones which are coming up, and they don't usually have a GDPI course as such when it comes to preparation. So most of them have mostly only are limited to CAT prep, and those groups have 100K to 200K students. So we can target such students. Apart from that, we can also target students through calls, because once the calls are out, we can get to know how they have performed with the data they've put in on different websites for knowing their predicted percentile. So we can also use that data and publish our ads on such websites wherein such predictors are available. With such a strategy, we can reach the students who are actually aiming to prepare for GDPI course. Okay. And so once that is done, we can...
Apart from social media, how will you do it?
Apart from social media, so like CAT Prep already has an alumni network, which is who are actually alums of IIMs, the old ones, as well as other big institutes of India. So they also have reach to their juniors and their own college.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, Divya, tell me, what's the meaning of your name?
The meaning of my name is, it is associated to divine power. That is what it is. Yeah. Okay.
So you were interested in marketing. Why did you go into EXL? You had an internship in marketing. Then you went into a data analytics kind of a role. Why did you not go into marketing role, Divya?
So actually, my role is of a business analyst and not exactly data analyst, although the firm is an analytics firm. And as I said, with the experiences that I've had during my college, I was exposed to business roles, customer facing roles, as well as marketing roles. So actually, I had tried my hand at marketing, and as I said, I also got exposed to a large amount of data for the first time when I was interning. And there I kind of got used to make sense of it, and also leveraged how to make use of different technologies to actually tackle that amount of data. And also the data is so much in use and everything is dependent upon it these days. So I wanted to explore this field as well, because I believe that the two fields are very related. And in the long run, also, I want to go ahead with marketing roles. And the current role actually involves campaign of the banks. And so it's basically a bank marketing campaign. So I believe although the domain of the firm is very different from what it was as compared to the previous one, but the work more or less is somewhat similar and also in line with the future aspiration.
Okay, got it. So now, why would you want to do an MBA in particular, Divya? You've been doing well at EXL as it seems, and I'm sure you are gaining experience. You are learning about marketing aspects at EXL also. So why would you not continue your journey at EXL?
Yeah, so actually, before this, I would just like to give a little context about what I actually do. So
Okay.
basically, uh, for these bank marketing campaigns, first, the customers, after they are acquired and they are clustered into different clusters, then different teams, the tech team implements their logic in order to implement different rejection reasons for the customers, and then two teams validate so that we can find out if there's any discrepancy. And if there's well and good, then the further action is taken for the campaign to go live and finally targeting happens. So actually my work involves more of kind of implementation and of the predefined logics, which are actually decided upon by the business owners. So I also want to be a part of such roles. And in order to, I'm actually seeking managerial roles in similar field. And through an MBA, I believe that the transition to such roles would be smooth, wherein I can grow in a managerial capacity.
Okay. No, but my understand from a different perspective. Divya, can you tell me 3 reasons why you should not do an MBA?
3 reasons why I should not do an MBA. Uh, the first reason would be the time which I would lose doing an MBA. In that time I could have earned. So that could be one of the reasons.
Okay.
Although I have had my analysis on that as to why I want to let go of that time and still do an MBA.
Okay. That's the first thing. What are 2 other things?
So the second would be um, an investment, such a huge investment that is to be made into an MBA. So I believe that again, I would have to seek help from my family for that. But again, it's going to be for a bigger cause. And in order for me to be financially independent, I will have to do this. Second is
No, you are already financially independent, isn't it? You are
yes,
doing a job, you are financially independent. Isn't that correct?
yes, that is correct.
So
I meant
why
it
would you want to do an MBA for becoming financially independent?
actually the prospects which I am seeking would be better available through an MBA. So that is what I meant exactly, not the term I
What
just
are okay,
mistakenly
okay,
used.
okay. So that's second. What is third?
So the third reason, I can't come up with a third reason why I shouldn't be doing.
Okay, okay. All right. So I think that's fair enough, Divya. Can you tell me why I am Kurikot? What is so special about I am Kurikot?
So as I said, my interest lies in the field of marketing and also in the field of marketing where I can grow as a manager. So first of all, with I am Code, it's one of the best when it comes to consulting and marketing as well. So I want to do an MBA through from I am Cozy Code because of that, firstly. And obviously, I can have an I can be exposed to an environment where the brightest minds from the country would be there. So the company definitely will help me grow that way. And the various opportunities which I will be able to avail through an MBA from IIM Kozhikode
What
will
is
be.
the what is the motto of I am Kurikot?
I don't remember.
What are the core values of I am Kurikot? Okay, what's the marketing club at I am Kurikot?
Uh, Actually, I did remember this, but it just slipped my mind right now.
Okay. Uh, all right. So, Divya, let's come to the feedback part. Okay. What we'll do is we'll do connect once more also. We'll do connect once more before you actually go to your interview on 8th. Okay. The reason I'm stopping you here is so that I can give you some inputs and you can work on it for, let's say, a couple of days, and again appear for a mock PI in the weekend. Okay. So first thing, when you were talking about, in that, tell me about yourself. You talked about, your graduation from BIT Mesra. What is your stream at BIT Mesra? What was your stream?
My stream was chemical engineering.
Why did you not mention about it?
Okay.
So the idea is, people, obviously it's good to have a well-rounded profile, but remember that your graduation is very important. It's not at the expense of your graduation you will earn brownie points. It's like not having food and eating vitamin tablets. Okay, so understand there are a few things you have to talk about. You have to talk about what subject have you studied, and then, how was your graduation, how well did you do it, were you sound academically, you can talk about it, and then you mentioned about the other aspects, isn't it? So that's one thing. Second, what you are why do you need to be very, very serious about when you have to talk about yourself? You can, relax sometimes. If you are passionate about something, or that should show up. When you are happy about something, you should put up a smile. So the idea is enjoy your answers, right? Feel your answers a little better. It's not that you have memorized something and you're just going ahead with it. So that is one thing. uh, you should look at the camera. Maybe sometimes you can look here and there, but sometimes you look upwards and it seems like there is a server that you are connected to, and you are drawing data from that server. So have a look at the camera. For example, let's say right now I'm talking to you, I'm looking at the camera, right? So it should be conversational. It should not be uh, a way that I am remembering something, I'm trying to remember something, I'll not say anything else but the sentence that I have memorized. Okay, so it shouldn't be that way. If you can't think of that sentence, the theme of your answer, you can pick up any other word, you can pick up any other sentence, right? So don't constrain yourself. I'll not say anything unless I remember the exact sentence that I have memorized. Don't do that. Apart from that, I think your IMK research is yet to be done. Your IMK interview can't be done without the IMK research. We have published a video also on IMK as to how should one prepare for IMK, what are some of the clubs and committees, what are some of the distinguishing factors about IMK. Have you watched that video, Divya?
Actually, I did watch the video wherein an IMK alum was giving us feedback on how to go about the interview.
Yes. So we had a discussion with Sumit, and Sumit has shared some pointers. So I think you should take a look at it.
Okay.
Okay. So I think do your research a little better. Also, I would request you to be a little precise. Okay. You have the ideas right. In most of the cases, you have good ideas. Your communication skill is brilliant. You have good ideas, but you tend to you go on and on about it rather than being specific about an idea. So I think that's one thing that should focus on. For example, let's say your YMBA. Okay, strengthen it a little further, make it more convincing. Think of what all questions can come when you answer something like that. Okay, so I think these are some of the pointers that you should work on, Divya. And once you're ready, we'll connect again and we'll have a session again. Do you have any questions for me?
Actually, this is, as of now, I don't. But
Okay.
this is one area where I am totally out of like thoughts when it comes to asking a question, because most of it is available on the net. I am not sure what to ask during an interview.
Do your research on IMK. You will actually find a lot of questions. Okay. If you still don't have a question, ask me this question again in the next mock PI. Okay. Obviously, you will not have a question unless you have done thorough research on a on an institute. Only when you do some research, you will be curious about how is this happening? How is IMK involved in such projects? How is IMK funding, let's say, a startup? So read a little bit more about IMK. You will certainly have a few questions where you will not find a readily available answer. Right? For example, what live projects is IMK into? Okay. What are the kind of opportunities in terms of live projects in marketing? Are there government projects where IMK is working? Are students also a part of it? Would I be able to, get an opportunity to be a part of those projects? So research, I'm not giving you ready-made questions that you can ask. What I'm suggesting is when you will read more, when you will research more, these ideas will come to you. Okay. So I think these are some of the pointers that I had, Divya. Wish you all the very best. Prepare well, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay.